So good morning. Today is Tariff Day, I guess, huh? You know, and I don't want to look at this in the, oh, goody lens. I want to look at this in the lens of we have been getting ripped off forever. And it's time to put an end to it. Now, the reason the tariffs are so lopsided, a lot of people don't realize. After World War II, most of the European nations, they were in deep trouble. So what the United States did was allow them to tariff us higher in order to recoup some money to rebuild their countries. And that has been going on ever since the end of World War II. Some countries kept expanding that tariff that they would impose upon us, while other countries kept it the same. There's been a lot of countries that have grown and grown and grown because of the tariffs against the United States. Our money goes in, they build their country back up, and the idea was that that would last for a little while. Unfortunately, that got out of control. We have always kept our tariffs about the same, 2.5%, and we have never really hit any nation. So for all the bleeding heart Democrats out there that find everything unfair, because, you know, we have to worry about everybody else besides our own country. That's how the Democrats look at the world. That's why they're, oh, wiki, everything, right? Because there's no way to cure injustice around the planet. There's just no way. And if you stand on that soapbox and that's your agenda, you'll always have an agenda. You'll always have a soapbox. You'll always be able to pull money out of the government and hide it and do things with it because you'll always find a cause. You always will. So I'm glad that people are starting to see the discrepancy in our trading system. Canada would not be Canada today if it wasn't for our subsidies. Mexico would just be a little like cartoon town. Hey, how you doing, Holmes? That would be it. Drinking a thing against a cactus with a sombrero on. They would not have any industry if it wasn't for us. So we have to start looking at this the right way. How many people are unemployed? How many people making crap money? How many people have lost their jobs overseas that are sitting in our country and wondering where the American dream is? We are recapturing it. Man, it might hurt for about a month or two. And if we can't take a month or two after the last 4 disastrous years, then something's wrong with us, because we have survived 4 of the craziest years on the books in human history as far as a government turning against its own people and stealing all their money, raising prices, getting crazy, right? So let's see what these things do today. Let's not get all out of control. Some people want to always get out of control. You have to remember, the United States is the United States for a reason. We are an extremely strong nation. We cannot bow down to any other nation. It would be like you when you were a kid having a fort. You allow your certain friends into the fort, and everybody's got a fort on the block. Your fort is the most important fort, right? You don't worry about what Jill down the road's got her fort going on. That's her problem. If your fort's up and running and it's the best fort in the whole area, why do you care what the other forts look like? It's not your responsibility. If you people wanted your own fort, then you better make it the way you want it. We are creating our own nation for our own people. Back to the way it used to be. Not all this flipping crazy. Let's worry about what's going on here and here and here and here and here and here and here. I go down the road and I see homeless people here. Here, they're homeless people. Wet, pushing shopping carts. We're doing nothing for them. We do nothing, but we bitch about them. We complain to the hilt about them, right? But we don't do nothing. Democrats don't go out and say, let's create a little village for people that are homeless, and let's get a little thing going for them so they can stay in this community, they can get clean, they have somewhere to sleep, they're not begging for money on the side of the road. We can actually help these people. No. Let's worry about condoms in Gaza, Sesame Street in Iraq. Let's not care at all about what's going on in my backyard. I'm a veteran, right? There are veterans out there that have nowhere to sleep. Unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. There's no way in this nation where the people that have put their name on a blank check with their life to defend all of you deserved anything less than being treated at a different level. Not, oh, thank you for your service. That does shit to people. Nobody wants to hear thank you for your service. I promise you. We don't want to hear that. We didn't join a military to hear thank you for your service. And I appreciate when people say it, but I don't need to hear it. What I need to hear is my veteran buddies are not suffering. They're not going without. While the rest of the country sits back and worries about other nations. This is insanity, right? So today, we're going to fix America starting today. And I hope you know this shit's going to hurt for a little while because we have to retool everything now. Once we get the retooling back, oh my God, we're going to be, if it goes the way he says it's going to go, and I did all this research on what it used to be, what companies were here, how the economy was, what the employment rate was. If that can go back to the way it used to be in the 60s and 50s, holy moly, you better be ready for one explosion of improvement for our country. Because if we can come to those numbers again, anywhere close to those numbers, this country is going to look really different. Y'all have a good day, okay?